Hi everyone, today I'm going to be preparing kelewele, which is originally from Ghana, West Africa. It will be prepared the way how I remember when I was growing up in Monrovia, Liberia, West Africa. Kelewele is made from very ripe plantains and with a variety of spices. It is known as a street food in parts of Africa, and I remember eating kelewele many times on McDonald Street in Monrovia, Liberia, and it was delicious. I'm gonna begin with cutting my plantains, and I'm gonna try to cut them in little small cubes. And for plantains, I usually use the ones that are very ripe. It's really easy to cut. Don't be particular about the shape. The plantains are cut, and I'm gonna be seasoning it with several spices. I did blend a small white onion, and I also have half a ginger. I am using red pepper flakes. This is roasted peppers from Liberia, and usually I blend them in my blender. Nutmeg, salt, and I have some cayenne pepper from Liberia, but again, it's very spicy and I don't want to sneeze on camera, so I will be putting that last. And the oil I'm going to be using is palm oil. This is Zomi palm oil, and this is made in Ghana. Let's start first sprinkling a little bit of salt. Again, I'm just eyeing the salt. I'm gonna put 2 teaspoons, full teaspoons of the pepper flakes. Ginger, I'm gonna put half of the ginger, and I might add more once I've stirred it up. For the onions, it's blended well, and I'm gonna be pouring half of that as well. For the nutmeg, again, I'm going to be using sprinkles of the nutmeg. And like I mentioned earlier in the video, this is how I remember the taste when I was growing up in Liberia. It already smells nice with all the different spices. The ginger, the onions, the nutmeg, and the pepper. Yes, I haven't put the cayenne pepper there yet, but I will be adding that in. Now, let's try. Let me see what it tastes like. It is really spicy with the red pepper flakes. I am gonna put a little more salt. More nutmeg. And I'm gonna add the remaining ginger to it. The ginger really gives it a very nice taste. And I think I have this flavor just right. Yes, it is. Again, season it to your taste, whatever your tolerance level is. Again, I'm using salt, nutmeg, onions, red pepper flakes, which is the roasted chili peppers, and I'm gonna add cayenne pepper at the end. I'm gonna let this sit down for like 30 minutes. Some people might keep it for an hour. Again, it's your preference. And after that, we're gonna fry it in the palm oil. You don't have to use palm oil. You can use regular oil like canola or any vegetable oil. But for this recipe, I'm using palm oil because that's what I saw when I was growing up. That's the oil. You want your oil at least close to 350. Okay, it's around 351, 53. Okay, that's fine. You don't want to put too much in, so I have 2 spoons of it. That should be enough for now. And we'll monitor the process. The first batch is ready. And you can see I didn't put it on paper towel because it's gonna stick, so I have it on parchment paper. It's ready and it looks great. As I mentioned to you, Kelewele is originally from Ghana, West Africa. Growing up, throughout my high school years, there was a lot of Ghanaians living in Liberia, and the Ghanaian market women did teach the Liberian market women how to make kelewele. The kelewele, because it's a street food, it was not served in any fancy platter when you bought it in the street. It was not served in a plate, neither did you have fork or knife to eat it out of. It was served in butcher paper. For those of you who are not familiar with butcher paper, this is the same paper when you go to the meat market where they wrap up your meat. So I am going to show you how it was when I grew up. You go in the street to buy the kelewele. It used to be, I remember, it was 25 cents. And you will put your kelewele in here and wrap this up. And that's one batch. How creative. This was very creative. Give thumbs up to the market women in Africa and around the world, because they were creative at that time and they are still creative today. Now this one's a bigger stack. And you just have to make sure that the ends are tight, because of course you're buying it in the street and you don't want it to drop out of the paper by the time you get home. But this thing was so sweet. Once we purchase it, we start eating it right away. There's no waiting. And you have to make sure the ends are secure also, because you don't want it dropping off. Any one of you viewers have eaten kelewele, please put a comment in the comment section to let me know your experience with kelewele. So I'm gonna pretend that I went on the street to purchase kelewele. So this is the one I purchased for 25 cents. I hope you try this recipe. It is worth trying and sharing. It is really good. You can taste the ginger. The palm oil just gives it a very special flavor and taste. Well seasoned. Please subscribe to my channel. It is free. Click on like. I would love to hear from you, so please comment. Helpful ones are greatly appreciated. Share with family and friends, and hit the notification bell to be the first to know when I drop my next video. Without further ado, thanks and let's get cooking.